Ivy! Ivy!
Come with me, my friend. I will take you to Argan. What do you intend to do now?
Avenge myself upon Robar III and his cursed paladins.
You wouldn't know a sword from a toothpick. They'd mince you.
You want Ivy's death to go unavenged? And what about that of my mother and my friends?
No, but what if there was a way to avenge yourself without storming right into your death?
Let's hear it.
It is said that there is an ancient temple somewhere in the mountains. They say there's a blessed anvil there. Robar's paladins search for the temple because they want to use the anvil to forge weapons for their campaign against Argan.
I see. And I should interfere with their plans.
Exactly. And if the anvil really does exist, forge yourself something to speed your vengeance.
Where should I start looking for the temple?
On the hill back there, in the Cleaved Maiden Tavern, you'll find a mage by the name of Duranis there. He knows a lot of the old stories. Talk to him. Maybe he'll have heard of the temple.
How do you know about the paladins' plans?
When I was still at Robar's court, I always kept a watchful eye on Lord Hagen and his men. And many a maid servant of the paladins kept an ear open for me.
So who is this Lord Hagen?
He commands the paladins and is a member of Robar's High Council.
Will you join me?
No, you need to learn to stand on your own 2 feet. I'll be sailing on to Stuart. When you arrive in Stuart, talk to the landlord at the Cliff Tavern. He'll know where to find me.
Hey, I don't know you. How'd you get in here?
By boat, from Feshyr.
And you expect me to believe that?
Look at the beach down there. That's my boat.
I'll let you through. But if you cause any trouble, you'll have us woodcutters to deal with. Got it?
I'm looking for Duranus. Where can I find him?
In the pub or in his room. You best ask Murdra. She'll know where he's at.
Murderer?
The landlady here. Just go in, you'll see her.
So what's up? Aha, a new guy. Who let you in here?
One of the woodcutters from the farm.
Just so you know, normally I decide who comes in.
I know. I'll have to deal with the woodcutters.
Right. Don't you forget that.
I'm looking for Duranus.
Our noble man? Really think he'd receive a bloke like you, would he?
We'll see. Just tell me where I can find him.
Sitting upstairs in his room, our noble man is, reading what he always does. I even got to bring his food up to him, I have. Go up the stairs and out onto the balcony, then turn right. That's where his room is.
I'd like to have a look at your wares.
But if I see one, I'll beat the shit out of him.
You would think.
I'm looking for Doranus.
Our nobleman?
We'll see.
Sitting upstairs in his room, our nobleman is, reading what he always does. I even got to bring his food up.
Since the war, that's common practice.
Are you Doranus?
Yes? What do you want?
I'm searching for an ancient temple up in the mountains.
Yes, I heard about a temple up there.
Where exactly?
Don't know, but there is an archive of old maps in the fortress at Silver Lake. If ever there was a place to find a clue, it's there.
So how do I get to Silver Lake?
Not at all, at the moment. Brigands have occupied the bridge to Stuart, but the people here are trying to think of a way to deal with the brigands. Help them. Perhaps they'll help you.
Who's working on the brigand problem here?
Murdra, the landlady here, I'm sure. And I think Rorter has a plan too.
Rorter?
A guild fighter. He was here just a moment ago, making vague insinuations about secret negotiations with some of the brigands.
Where's Rorter now?
He's headed for the old Setarifian watchtower, to the south of here on the beach.
What are you doing here? I thought mages hang around the monastery all day long.
Some do, indeed. I, however, am on my way by order of Grand Master Milton. He has expressed great interest in the ancient stone circles scattered throughout Arcania.
And have you discovered anything about the stone circles?
So far, only that they drive me insane. The Grand Master discovered a way to awaken their power, but all the circles I've found so far are immune to my magic. I have a feeling someone's beaten us to the punch.
What happens when a stone circle awakens?
Apparently, the circles are connected. If one could establish a connection to one of the circles, it should be possible to travel instantly to it from another circle. We experimented with 2 circles in Thorny Ara, but nothing's working here. Well, if you're curious, there's one not far from the Cleaved Maiden.
Did you go see our nobleman then?
Yes. He suggested that I should lend a hand to the people around here. How are things with you? Anything I can do for you?
Why not? You look like a big, strong lad, you do.
What do you want me to do?
I'm starting to run out of mead, and it'll be a while till the next supply comes.
I see. You want me to get some for you?
From Garv, one of the woodcutters. He must have a few barrels left. Would you get me 2?
I'll go to Garv and get you the mead.
The guests will be pleased about that, and so will I.
Where can I find Garv?
Out through the gate, then down the path to the right, past the old watchtower. That's where his hut is.
I heard you had a plan for dealing with the brigands. Would you tell me?
Looking to spy on me, are you? Forget it.
Garv is a woodcutter too. What do you think of him?
Yep, he's a woodcutter too, working for the Baron. Watch out, though. He's a drunk and a pretty nasty guy. Drowned his cat in a bucket not that long ago. That should tell you everything.
Where can I find Garv?
Follow the path downwards to the right here and go past the old watchtower. You'll find Garv's hut there. But keep your eyes peeled if you go to Garv's. The goblins, you see.
You're Rorta?
Damn straight, that's me.
I heard you had a plan for the brigands. You want to tell me about it?
Sure! Listen, if the brigands were just robbers, I'd slaughter them in no time. But some of them are friends, and I can't slaughter them too, can I?
You've got friends among the brigands?
Yes, damn it! Lorne and the other fishermen. They joined Darton and his henchmen. Because murderers sold their boats while they were at war. The poor bastards.
Why did murderers sell their boats?
I don't know exactly. I wasn't there.
Then why doesn't Murderer give the fishermen the gold she got for the boats?
Well, when Lorne came back from the war and heard what Murderer had done, he went mad and stole her wooden leg.
Wooden leg? What wooden leg?
Murderer's late husband, Belgor, had a wooden leg. Murderer cares a lot about that leg. Yeah, it was a gift from the king, a souvenir. What do I know? Women. Anyway, the two don't talk to each other anymore, right?
So, what's your plan?
Lorne takes the wooden leg back to Murderer, and Murderer gives the fishermen their gold for their boats. Then everything's fine. The fishermen can go fishing again, and I can slaughter them damn brigands at last. Bingo!
Then go talk to Lorne.
Well, I did, but he doesn't trust me, because I'm staying at the Cleaved Maiden with Murderer.
Do you want me to talk to Lorne?
Yeah, why not? You talk to Lorne. You're new around here and neutral, right?
Where is he?
Up there on the old watchtower, moping over his boats and staring at the damn sea.
You're new here.
Yes. Why?
Then maybe you're not in yet with that Murderer. Maybe you be willing to help a desperate fisherman.
What do you want me to do for you?
I've lost a wooden leg. Sounds daft, I know. But I was furious at the time and pretty drunk. Can you look for it for me?
Why don't you do that yourself?
The goblins are getting more and more cheeky. And I'm a fisherman, not a fighter. But you look as if you know how to handle a weapon.
Rorta told me about the wooden leg. He thinks it's the one off Murderer's dead husband.
Yes, that's right. After my argument with Murderer, I nicked it from her for revenge.
Now you want to give the wooden leg back?
I want to exchange it for something else.
You want to exchange the wooden leg for gold?
Murderer may be attached to Belgor's leg, but believe me, she's much more attached to her gold, she is. I'll think of something that she's not quite so attached to.
What do you want to swap the wooden leg for?
Hey, I barely know you. Bring me that wooden leg, then we'll talk.
I'll help you with that wooden leg. Could you at least give me a few hints that might help me in the search?
It's somewhere on the hill, east of here, on Hog's Rock. It smelled of smoke and goblin piss, I remember that. And in the distance you can see the old watchtower.
I'll go and look for this leg then. You going to stay here?
No, I'm off to my hut on the beach. You'll find me there.
What are you doing around here anyway?
I'm stuck here because of those damn brigands, right?
I know, but why are you here in the first place?
I have a case full of personal things in Murderer's storage cavern. Well, I was gonna fetch them and then go to war. but those brigand swine upset my plans. Cut off my way to the battlefield, right?
Where were you going to fight?
Well, in the Valley of Blood. We from the Fighters Guild heard that Lord Gawain was pushed back into the Valley of Blood by the Mutanians. We were going to help him and get him out of there, right?
Look at him. What do you want here?
I heard you had some mead.
Well, looky here. We got a thirsty one. You think you're gonna get what you want?
I've got gold.
Ah, so you're looking to trade. How many kegs will you be wanting?
2. What do you want for the kegs?
200 gold.
200. Forget it.
Just give me 2 kegs of mead, and I'll leave your face in one piece.
Hey lads, look here. Somebody's looking for a walloping. He belongs to me. Enough.
Hand me the mead.
Here, take it. I'm no longer thirsty. Look at him.
Came here by boat, did you?
How did you know that?
Dartan has cut off the bridge to the north, and the pass in the south is buried under a landslide. So, if you can't swim across the Silver Lake, a boat is the only possibility.
You don't look like an ordinary traveler. Who are you?
My name is Zyra. I'm an adventurer. I specialize in old ruins.
You're a specialist in ruins. So have you heard anything about an old temple here in the mountains?
You're looking for an old temple. How exciting! Tell me more.
I've talked to a mage. He gave me a lead where I could perhaps find out more about the temple.
Yeah? Where?
In the castle in Silver Lake, there's an old archive. Maybe I can find out more about the temple there.
Well, you'll have to think about how you're going to get past the brigands. Otherwise, you won't get to Silver Lake.
I know.
Aha, there you are again. Got the mead yet?
I've got the mead.
Ah, good for something you are.
So, you had an argument with Lorne. What was that all about?
That's none of your business.
Come on, murderer. I'm stuck here. You could at least tell me why.
The fishermen were fighting in the war, and meanwhile I fed their women on credit. Just wanted the boats for collateral in case the men died in the war. The women agreed. Then a man from the fishermen's troop came and said they all died. So I sold the boats. It was all legal and exactly as we had agreed.
Why didn't you wait before you sold the boats?
Dead is dead. What's to wait for?
So, any idea how I can get across the bridge?
Take a keg of mead. Go to the guards at the entrance of the brigands' camp and ask them if they'll let you through.
You think that'll work?
Not really, but they'll nick the mead from you and drink it themselves. Spike it with a few iron bullets. That'll rob them of their free will. That way you can take Dartan by surprise, and the bridge will be free.
Sounds good.
You in?
Let's try the trick with the mead.
We've already got a keg of mead. You'll just need to get 3 iron bullets for me.
Where can I get iron bullets?
Go to the old mine. There's some growing there.
What effect do iron bullets have?
They turn you into a bumbling idiot that does anything anyone tells you to do.
Like opening a gate, for example.
Right.
Anything else I should know?
Well, now that you ask, the entrance to the old mine has caved in. Happened a few years ago. You'll have to think of something if you want to get in. But maybe you won't need to if diggers cleared the entrance to the mine. Been talking about it for weeks now, about getting it opened again, the old mine.
Where can I find Digger?
Just go to the entrance of the old mine. That's where he'll be.
Who's Digger?
An hermit, and a grumpy one at that. Lives in an old tunnel in the Hog's Rock, like an animal he does. He used to work in the mine. When it caved in, he lay there for 2 days under the rubble. Turned the poor dog mad, it did. So what's up?
What do you know about the place?
Don't tell me you're looking for iron bolets for murderer.
Don't laugh. Just tell me what you know about it.
All right then. I heard that the entrance caved in a few years ago while the overseer was doing the wage rounds. And I've always wondered what happened to the money box he had on him. Maybe it's still in the mine, but it could well be that someone grabbed it in all the chaos. Maybe you'll find out. That is, if you can actually get into the mine.
I don't know much myself, but Robar's paladins are looking for the temple too.
The paladins?
Yes. They say there's a blessed anvil there. Paladins want it, and I'm gonna stop them from getting it.
So you're fighting for the king of Sitarith?
No, I fight for no king. I want to avenge my friends who were murdered by Robar's men.
I'm sorry about your friends, but be careful. Vengeance is a double-edged sword.
They seem to...
Don't know where the word's coming from. And somehow it doesn't even touch me. At least the vegetable will profit.
Damn rain!
You would think.
Hey,
What are you doing around here anyway?
my guild sent me here to keep an eye on the coast, in case the Myrtanians come ashore.
Which guild do you belong to?
To the rangers in the Valley of Blood, if they still exist, that is.
What do you mean?
When I was sent here, a large part of my guild had joined Lord Gawain to meet the Myrtanians in the Gorge of Thorniara. Just before Dartan occupied the bridge, I heard that the Myrtanians had taken the gorge and pushed Gawain back into the Valley of Blood. That means no good news about my guild.
What do the brigands want here, on your bridge?
Dartan, their leader, wants to take revenge on the landlady of the Cleaved Maiden.
Why's that?
He used to be her servant, and she didn't treat him very kindly. Now he occupies the bridge to Stuart, to keep people away from the Maiden, and the mead and ale merchants too.
Oi, hey! There's one!
Stay where you are, boy. You're not getting through here.
What are you doing here?
Listen up, matey. I ain't in the mood to yap. If you want to talk, go talk to Hugh, lad, and leave me alone.
Get lost. Nobody's getting through here.
What are you doing here?
I'm supposed to be watching out. Because of murderer. Are you a friend of murderers?
No. Will you let me through?
I don't know. No. Otherwise, Darktown will be disappointed.
I heard you got some mead. We can finally drink something sensible. My first tankard I drink to you, I swear.
What do you think of Lorne?
Lorne was a mate until he joined forces with Dartan. Since then, I haven't spoken to him.
What do you want? Well, have you got the iron bullets?
No, not yet.
So what do you want from me?
Is it true that Dartan used to work for you?
He did. Wasn't worth a piss in a pot, the dog.
Wasn't any good, eh? Why?
Lazy he was, and a right scatterbrain. Used to sod off for days at a time, leaving me alone with all the work and the guests.
So, what did you do to make Dartan hate you so much?
What did I do? Me? Nothing is what I did. I warned him I did, again and again. Alright, he took the odd beating with my belted broom, but what would you do with a wretched boy like that?
I'd like to have a look at your wares.
Stranger,